What if I told you your thoughts aren't just ideas, they're waves that bend reality? That every single emotion, every single word you whisper into the void, travels through a field of invisible energy and comes back as your life. Because what you call reality might just be responding to you. We've all heard it. Think positive. Believe and it will happen. Manifest your dream life. But let's be honest, most people try and nothing changes. They visualize, they hope, they repeat affirmations, and still their lives look the same. Here's the truth no one told you. It's not your thoughts that create reality. It's the frequency behind them. And once you learn how to send intention into the universe, the right way, everything begins to shift. Today, you'll learn how to do exactly that. Not with magic, but with quantum science. In 1909, a simple experiment changed everything we thought we knew about the world. The double-slit experiment. Scientists shot particles of light, photons, through two tiny slits. And what happened next shattered physics itself. When no one watched, the particles behaved like waves. But the moment they were observed, they changed, collapsing into solid form. As if the universe was saying, reality appears when consciousness looks at it. Think about that for a second. Everything around you, this room, your phone, even your body, isn't truly solid. It's energy, vibrating at different speeds. At the deepest level, the universe is a massive ocean of energy, a quantum field. And your mind, it's not separate from it. It's part of it. Your thoughts are ripples in that ocean. So when you send an intention, you're not asking the universe for something. You're sending a frequency into that field. And the field responds by reorganizing itself to match that frequency. This isn't wishful thinking. It's physics. Let's get real. How does a thought, something invisible, affect matter? Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese researcher, ran an experiment on water. He exposed water molecules to words like love, gratitude, and hate. Then he froze them and looked under a microscope. The results: water exposed to loving words formed beautiful, symmetrical crystals. Water exposed to anger and hate formed distorted, chaotic shapes. Now remember, your body is about 70% water. So when you think a thought, you're literally programming the molecules inside you. But it goes deeper. The HeartMath Institute discovered that the human heart produces an electromagnetic field that extends several feet around the body, measurable, real energy. And that field changes depending on your emotions. So your intention isn't just in your head, it radiates outward. It becomes a signal, a broadcast, and the universe, like a cosmic mirror, reflects that signal back. Here's where most people go wrong. They think they're sending intention, but their energy says the opposite. They say, I am abundant, but inside they feel fear. They visualize success, but deep down they don't believe it's possible. That's like trying to send a radio signal on one frequency, while your heart's tuned to another. It cancels out. The secret is emotional coherence, when your thoughts, feelings, and body are in perfect alignment. When your mind says, I have it, your heart feels, I already do, and your body begins to act like it's real. At that point, your frequency matches the future you want. And reality has no choice but to rearrange itself to meet it. Here's a simple 4-step method used by quantum researchers and spiritual masters alike. You can do it right now. Step 1, become still. Find a quiet place. Breathe slowly. The goal is to move from thinking to feeling. Your brain waves start to slow down from beta thinking to alpha calm awareness. This is where your subconscious opens. Step 2, tune your heart. Bring to mind something that fills you with gratitude. A memory, a person, even a pet. Feel that emotion spread in your chest. This creates heart coherence, the language the universe understands. Step 3, visualize from the end. Now imagine your desire, but don't see it as someday. See it as now. Feel the texture of it, the sound, the emotion of already having it. Because your brain can't tell the difference between imagination and experience. It fires the same neurons either way. That means you're literally building that reality in your nervous system. Step 4, release it. This is the hardest part. Stop wanting it. You've already broadcasted the signal. Now let it go, and trust the field to echo it back. When you release, you shift from seeking to knowing. And that's when magic, or rather quantum mechanics, happens. Still skeptical? Let's look at something real. In 1998, the Princeton Engineering Anomalies Research Lab conducted an experiment with random number generators, machines that spit out pure randomness. But when people focused intention on them, The numbers began to bend toward order. As if human thought alone could nudge probability. Multiply that by millions of people thinking together, and you begin to see how entire timelines might shift. You're not powerless. You're a co-creator in a living field that listens. Imagine a woman who had been visualizing financial freedom for years. Nothing worked. Until one day, instead of asking for money, she began to feel abundant now. She walked, dressed, and spoke as if she already had it. Within weeks, she received an unexpected job offer, then another opportunity. Coincidence? Or quantum response? Once she matched the frequency, the field rearranged. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. The universe doesn't hear words, it reads vibration. Every thought is a signal. Every emotion a command. And every time you choose gratitude over fear, you're tuning your energy closer to the reality you want to live. When you send intention from a coherent, elevated state, the field around you begins to hum differently. People respond to you differently. Opportunities seem to coincidentally appear. That's not chance. That's quantum alignment. So the next time you set an intention, remember, you're not whispering into the void. You're programming the quantum field. But there's one deeper layer most people miss. The observer effect doesn't just respond to emotion, it responds to identity. In part 2, we'll explore how changing who you are being rewires the universe around you. Because the secret to manifestation isn't in what you do, it's in who you become. What if the version of you that already has everything you've ever wanted already exists? Not somewhere far away, but right here, in another layer of reality, waiting for you to tune into it. Because when you send intention into the universe, you're not creating something new. You're shifting into the version of reality where it's already true. In part 1, we explored how your thoughts and emotions act like energy signals, waves that interact with the quantum field. You learned how to send those signals intentionally through emotional coherence, aligning your mind, heart, and body. But here's the deeper truth. The universe doesn't just respond to what you want. It mirrors who you are being. This is where quantum intention becomes personal and powerful. Imagine your mind as a radio tuner. Every thought, emotion, and belief you hold broadcasts on a specific frequency. When you say, I want abundance, but feel scarcity, your signal is tuned to lack. And no matter how much you try, you'll only pick up the station of not enough. But when you shift your inner state, when you feel abundant before the money comes, when you feel love before the relationship arrives, that's when the universe locks onto your signal and echoes it back. This is why it's called quantum alignment. You're not chasing the dream. You're becoming the version of you who already lives it. But here's where it gets even stranger. Scientists studying quantum mechanics discovered that reality itself changes based on the observer's state of consciousness. Not just what they look at, but who is looking. In the famous observer effect experiment, when particles of light were observed, they behaved differently than when left alone. It was as if the universe was aware of the observer's attention. Now, imagine that you are that observer, not just watching the world, but shaping it through the lens of your consciousness. Every time you think, feel, and believe in a certain way, you're collapsing infinite possibilities into one version of reality, the one that matches your identity. So if you believe I'm always unlucky, the field shows you evidence of that. If you believe life supports me, suddenly doors open that you never even noticed before. It's not luck. It's physics meeting perception. Let me tell you about Eli, a real person whose life changed through this exact understanding. Eli was a struggling musician. He worked late nights, barely made rent, and every morning he'd wake up thinking, I'll never make it. He tried affirmations, vision boards, nothing stuck. Until one day, he heard a concept that shook him. Don't chase success. Become the frequency of success. So he tried something different. Every morning, before touching his phone, he sat in silence. He imagined his future self, confident, creative, successful. He felt what that version of him would feel like now. He didn't do it once or twice. He did it daily, until it stopped feeling like pretending and started feeling like remembering. Within 3 months, a producer discovered his song online. Within a year, he was touring globally. Coincidence? Or quantum coherence at work? Now imagine if you did this, every day, broadcasting the frequency of your future self. What kind of life would tune into you? Here's the metaphor that makes it crystal clear. The universe is a mirror, but it doesn't reflect your wishes. It reflects your state. Stand in front of a mirror and frown, and your reflection frowns back. You can't wait for the reflection to smile first. You must smile, and then reality changes. That's quantum manifestation in its simplest form. Reality mirrors the frequency you radiate, not the words you speak. Back in the early 2000s, researchers at the Institute of Noetic Sciences ran a fascinating study. They placed DNA samples in a controlled environment and asked participants to focus intentions of love or stress toward them. When participants felt strong, coherent emotions of love and gratitude, the DNA strands literally wound tighter, more orderly. When they felt stress or fear, the DNA loosened and unraveled. Your body's cells respond to your emotional signal. So does reality, because it's all part of the same field. Here's something you need to know. Your emotions are not just chemical reactions, they're frequencies of information. Think of gratitude as a high-frequency broadcast, clear, powerful, magnetic. When you feel grateful before the manifestation appears, you're sending a message to the universe. I already have it. And the field, like a mirror, rearranges to prove you right. This is why great manifestors don't wait for good things to happen to feel good. They feel good, and then good things happen. So the real question is, what emotion are you broadcasting right now? A woman named Layla used to struggle with loneliness. She wanted love so badly that every night she'd say, "Please, universe, send me someone." But nothing changed. Until one evening, she tried something different. She closed her eyes and imagined what it would feel like if love was already in her life. The laughter, the peace, the warmth of it. She stayed in that emotion until tears of joy filled her eyes. A few weeks later, she met someone, unexpectedly, who matched everything she had envisioned. Not because she forced it, but because she finally matched the vibration of love itself. That's the difference between wanting and becoming. But here's where most people get it wrong. They send intention from lack, from the feeling of not having. And the universe mirrors that signal perfectly. More lack, more waiting, more chasing. The key isn't to get something. It's to become the energy that already has it. Here's how you can start right now. Step 1, define the frequency. Ask yourself, what emotion does the reality I want live in? Is it peace, freedom, love, abundance? That's your target frequency. Step 2, tune in. Close your eyes. Visualize yourself already living that reality. See it, hear it, feel it. Your goal isn't to daydream. It's to enter that state until your body believes it's true. Step 3, anchor it. While you're in that emotion, touch your heart or take a deep breath. This creates a physical anchor that you can trigger anytime, like pressing a frequency button on command. Step 4, live as if. Now carry that energy into your day. Walk, speak, and make decisions as that future version of you. Reality will begin to mirror it in ways that seem impossible, until they're not. You are not just thinking within the world, you're thinking the world into being. Every moment you vibrate at a higher emotional state, you're rewriting probabilities in the quantum field. That's why when you start to change, life sometimes feels chaotic at first, old patterns breaking, new ones forming. That's not failure. That's reality recalibrating to your new signal. So the next time things feel uncertain, remember, the universe isn't against you. It's updating to match the new version of you you've chosen to become. But there's one final piece missing, the master key of quantum manifestation. It's not thought. It's not emotion. It's coherence in action, how you move in alignment with the signal you've sent. Because if your thoughts are the signal and your emotions are the frequency, your actions are the amplifier. In part 3, we'll reveal how to walk inside your intention, so that reality can't help but catch up. Because once you align thought, emotion, and action, the universe doesn't just respond, it rushes to meet you. What if the universe isn't testing you, it's training you? Every delay, every obstacle, every no. Not as punishment, but as calibration. Because when you send intention into the universe, it doesn't give you what you want. It gives you experiences that make you become the kind of person who can hold it. In part 1, you learned that your thoughts and emotions are waves that shape reality. In part 2, you saw how your identity, the observer, collapses infinite possibilities into one chosen path. Now it's time to take all of that and bring it into motion. To move from thinking it to living it. Because real manifestation doesn't happen when you sit still and wish. It happens when your thoughts, emotions, and actions begin to sing in harmony. Think of yourself as an instrument. Your thoughts are the melody. Your emotions are the rhythm. And your actions are the volume. When all three align, the universe doesn't just hear you, it feels you. That's what we call quantum coherence in action. It's when every part of you, mind, heart, and body, moves as one clear signal through the field. And when that happens, you don't chase reality anymore. Reality starts following you. But how do you live that way, practically every day? Let's make it real. These are 5 powerful yet simple steps to help you walk inside your intention every single day. No rituals, no fluff, just alignment in motion. Step 1. Begin each morning in the field. Before you check your phone, before you think about yesterday, pause. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Now ask yourself, what energy do I want to live in today? Don't chase goals. Chase states. If you want abundance, feel abundance now. If you want peace, breathe peace now. Because the frequency you start your day with is the broadcast the universe tunes into all day long. Cyclone, think of it like setting your Wi-Fi connection to the right network before you start streaming your life. Step 2. Act as if, but authentically. This isn't about faking confidence or pretending you're rich. It's about asking, how would the version of me who already has this think, speak, and choose? Then act from that place, not perfectly, but consistently. If your future self is calm, practice calmness today. If they make decisions boldly, start saying yes to things that align, and no to what drains you. This tells your subconscious, this is who I am now. And once your subconscious believes it, the universe rearranges to prove you right. Step 3. Anchor with gratitude, even in uncertainty. When nothing seems to be happening, gratitude is your stabilizer. Because gratitude is the emotion of completion. It tells the universe, I already received. Even if your dream hasn't appeared yet, say thank you for it as if it has. That small act shifts you from wanting to having. Remember, you can't be both wanting and receiving at the same time. Choose receiving. Step 4. Journal from the end. Each night, write a few sentences as if the day already unfolded the way you wanted. Example. Today I felt powerful and clear. Opportunities came easily. I met people who supported my vision. This simple shift rewires your neural pathways, training your brain to expect good things. Expectation is the magnet that pulls your future into the present. Brain, you're not writing to record reality. You're writing to program it. Step 5. The 10-second reset. During your day, when fear, doubt, or frustration hit, stop. Take 10 seconds. Put your hand on your heart. Breathe deeply and say, I am choosing a new signal. It might sound small, but it interrupts old patterns and retunes your frequency in real time. Do this enough, and your energy stops being reactive. It becomes directive. You stop being a passenger in your reality and start driving it. But what happens when you actually live this way? That's where the story gets powerful. Let me share a story that brings all this to life. There was a man named Eris, a software engineer who felt stuck. Same job for 7 years, same paycheck, same feeling that life was passing him by. Every day he thought, when something changes, I'll finally feel happy. Then one morning, he decided to reverse it. He began applying this method. He started his mornings by feeling gratitude for a job he hadn't yet found. He acted as if his time was valuable, so he stopped saying yes to everything. He journaled nightly, writing, Today I worked on something meaningful. I felt proud. Nothing happened for a week. Then a recruiter reached out. Then another. Within 2 months, he was offered a remote job that doubled his income and aligned with his passion for sustainable tech. But here's what he said that struck me. The job wasn't the miracle, the shift was. The moment I changed my signal, life started reflecting it back. That's the transformation this practice creates. It's not instant magic, it's magnetic alignment. Before applying this, you wake up in reaction. You feel behind, stressed, waiting for life to give you a reason to believe. After applying this, you wake up in creation. You feel connected, guided, certain, even before the proof appears. That's the subtle, invisible moment where quantum manifestation turns from theory into reality. You're no longer waiting for a sign. You become the sign. And here's something most people never realize. When you live this way, you don't just manifest things. You begin to manifest states of being. Peace, confidence, freedom, love. And when you master those states, the external world can't help but adjust to match them. Because the universe doesn't reward struggle, it responds to coherence. You were never meant to chase what's already connected to you. You were meant to tune to it. So next time you sit quietly, sending an intention into the universe, remember this. You're not just thinking. You're communicating with the quantum fabric of existence. You're telling reality what it feels like to be you. And reality, obedient, alive, and infinitely intelligent, responds in kind. The question is, what are you broadcasting right now? If this message resonated, if it made you think differently about how you create your life, then give this video a like so the algorithm knows to spread it. Comment below what intention you're sending into the universe this week. And if you want to keep diving deeper into the science of consciousness, quantum thinking, and reality creation, hit subscribe because this is just the beginning. Remember, your thoughts don't just describe reality. They design it. So choose your signal wisely and watch how the universe responds.